Now, your forecast first from KARK4.
It's cold. The radar says it's snowing, but it's not a winter wonderland out there. Little, if any, of the snow you're seeing on radar making it to the ground. Lower atmosphere is very dry, so nothing more than a few flurries. But the best chance to see those few flurries primarily to the south and east of Little Rock over the next couple of hours as an upper level disturbance moves off to our south and east. Cold it will be as we head through the overnight hours. We're mainly in the upper teens and 20s right now. By morning, just about everybody down into the low to mid-teens. Your forecast first for Little Rock. A chilly start on the way for your Wednesday, pretty much the same as it has been. 13 degrees, but warming up by afternoon, quote unquote warming up. Look for a high temperature around 40. KARK4 News at 10 starts now.
Now, from the station you count on for local news that matters and the home of Super Bowl 52 and the 2018 Winter Olympics, this is KARK4 News at 10.
A central Arkansas town that's already been accused of unfairly targeting panhandlers set to put new rules in place for people standing in the streets. Thanks for joining us at 10. I'm Bob Clausen.
And I'm Ashley Ketz. This new ordinance in Hot Springs will ban pedestrians from interacting with drivers. KARK4's Caitlin Reardon breaks down exactly what it means for people in the Spa City and how it's different from past ordinances. Caitlin?
Well, the city says the ordinance was enacted to make the city safer for pedestrians and cars and hopefully to cut down on the number of injuries and fatalities that are often a result of these types of accidents.
Oh, yeah, they go in the street.
Almost every day, Hunter Arnold says he sees people standing in the median at Malvern and Grand in Hot Springs, talking to people in cars.
If you have your window rolled down, they'll just try to say something to you.
A safety issue, he says, needs to be addressed. Hot Springs City Attorney Brian Albright says a new ordinance about to take effect is designed to do just that, by protecting pedestrians and motorists when they're interacting according to the rules of the road.
People on foot and people in cars don't match, they don't mix.
Albright says the goal is to cut down on injury and fatality accidents involving pedestrians, not to regulate any messages that people are trying to communicate.
They're still allowed to express themselves and exercise their First Amendment rights by being, on the sidewalk and the curb, not in the street right-of-way itself.
Hot Springs repealed an ordinance that dealt with solicitation and distribution of materials. The ACLU threatened a lawsuit saying it unfairly targeted panhandlers and violated the First Amendment. Albright says this one is different, and he's optimistic it will serve its purpose.
Yes, it's definitely a good idea. Safety, trying to stop a car, get a car's attention that, needs to know when the light turns green.
And Albright says the ordinance was not enacted to target panhandling at all. In fact, he says it never even mentions the word panhandlers. It's simply about safety, and it will take effect on Monday. Bob and Ashley.
All right, Caitlin, thanks very much. Little Rock police investigating a shooting we told you about earlier this evening. It happened at 28th and Wolf. Police say the victim drove himself to 7th and Marshall across the street from Children's Hospital. Investigators tell us that he was shot several times. They haven't confirmed whether they arrested the shooter or not. It's a story we continue to follow. We'll keep you updated on.
We're learning more tonight. Murder investigation in White County. This happened near the town of Romance sometime Monday. Investigators say they found the victims 45-year-old Starla Exum and 54-year-old Timmy Dixon shot to death. Deputies later found the suspect, Archie Lahan III, near the crime scene. Officers say they shot and killed Lahan after he pointed a gun at them. Investigators are still piecing together what led to the murders.
The deep freeze we're seeing across Arkansas taking its toll on at least one local business. Take a look at the effects of overnight temperatures that hovered around the single digits. This is the service area inside McClarty Mazda in Sherwood. That's what it looked like this morning. A pipe burst around 3 a.m. An aging heater also playing a role in this mess. Water inside and ice outside demonstrated how tall a task this can be to clean up.
We were cutting the old pipes out, putting new flexes on it. Again, it just goes back to, not leaving your faucets dripping.
No word yet on what all that's going to cost, but you can see holes in the ceilings and insulation that had fallen through. Mazda service customers were rerouted to other McClarty service garages. Classes are expected to be back to normal tomorrow for students at Sylvan Hills High School in Sherwood. A broken heater forced the school to send students home early. PCSSD says temperatures dropped into the low 40s inside parts of the school today.
The new year brings new construction by the State Highway Department. It also marks the completion of several much anticipated projects around Central Arkansas. KARK4's Rebecca Jeffrey breaks down what we can expect this year and where your commute may be affected. Rebecca.
Yeah, good evening, Ashley. These multi-million-dollar road construction projects take years of planning, designing, and financing. But tonight, we're getting to focus strictly on the building process and taking a look at these plans as they're put into action. Here's what we can expect around Central Arkansas in 2018. The picture of progress on state highways is scattered with orange cones.
We have a lot of exciting projects coming online this year in 2018.
And soon those cones will spread, starting on Interstate 630 in Little Rock.
Now, it sounds like it's going to be a complete congestion nightmare when we go to construction, but actually we're widening the interstate to the outside.
The widening of I-630 between University and the Big Rock interchange at 430 will not move lanes around, but simply add another, going from 6 to 8 lanes. Another state highway plan is to add an extra lane to I-30 in Saline County at Sevier Street, where the last widening project left off. The 6-lane highway will continue all the way to Hot Springs, where the U.S. Highway 70 project will be finishing up this year.
Pretty excited about that. It's going to be a great new facility, and the trip to Oaklawn, the trip to the lake, it'll be a breeze.
From state highways to stoplights, relief is expected this year with the help from new adaptive signal controls. Those locations include Maumelle Boulevard in Maumelle in North Little Rock, University Avenue in Little Rock, and Dave Ward Drive in Conway.
So that as you go through successive signals, those signals are communicating with each other, and you'll be able to go through those signals without having to stop.
Finally, 2 projects expected to wrap up in 2018 include the repaving of I-440 where it intersects with I-40 and the portion of Highway 67 in Jacksonville where 2 bridges are being replaced.
The patience is about to pay off because we're getting close.
Yes, we are. Specific start dates for those projects have not yet been set. There are several other smaller projects happening around the areas like Sherwood and Conway. We have a more detailed list up on our website, arkansasmatters.com. Ashley.
All right, good news there. Thanks, Rebecca. A suspect in a hit-and-run crash in West Little Rock sits in jail tonight. Before he turned himself into police, he spoke to KARK. Nathan Schneider says he's taking responsibility for what happened 1 week ago tonight, but he tells us he was acting in self-defense. The victim, 19-year-old Justin Duft, is in critical condition. Schneider says he knows Duft and was hanging out with them and has in the past, but he tells us just before that incident, Duft began screaming at him outside a vape store, then began punching him.
And he's jumping through my window attacking me.
Why?
I don't know.
What was he saying?
I'll kill you. I don't think that's what he deserves. I don't think that should have happened to him.
Schneider's charged with first-degree battery. He tells us he didn't find out that Justin was critically injured until the next day, until he started getting threatening texts. Duff's family tells us they believe Schneider ran over him on purpose.
A man arrested in Pulaski County last night died before he could leave the jail. 62-year-old David Hartzell was booked and then released overnight on a charge of public intoxication. He had some kind of a medical episode in the jail lobby. The sheriff's office says Hartzell died before MEMS could get him to the hospital.
2 years after a Little Rock man was gunned down, his family is still hoping for justice. Police say 32-year-old Terry Jones was found shot inside his car near Bragg and 22nd Street just after midnight. That was New Year's Day 2016. Jones was an Army veteran, truck driver, and father. His mother recently put a billboard up near Roosevelt and I-530 reminding people who see it that Jones's murder is unsolved and asking anyone with information for help.
I didn't want to believe that, I just wanted to get there and, and hold his hand and, and tell him it's going to be all right. This is the worst blow I ever had experienced in my life.
White says there is a reward for the arrest and conviction of the person responsible for her son's murder.
An Arkansas college student allegedly found with bombs and weapons in his dorm room pleads not guilty in court today. Timothy Constantin is facing a felony explosive charge after his arrest in November. A 20-year-old is accused of building bombs in his dorm room at John Brown University in Siloam Springs. He admitted that he thought about mass murder, but police say he made no direct threat against students or staff. Constantin is set to be back in court next month.
The Hogs are facing a big road test tonight in Starkville. Coming up, we have highlights from that game at Mississippi State. It's the first one of the season as a ranked team. Plus,
like my heart's like pounding 90 to nothing right now. Like I'm so excited.
Her story made global news. A waitress wins big and a lotto ticket only to have it snatched away from her. Ahead, what one mysterious donor is doing to help her turn her fortunes around.
And it was a partly sunny to mostly cloudy and cold day across the state today. Here in Little Rock, 11 degrees to start this Tuesday, up to only 23 this afternoon. That's well off of our average of 50 for this time of year. We'll take a look at what's showing up as snow on radar and a warming trend in the next couple days in just a couple minutes.
KARK4 News is sponsored by Steve Landers Auto Group.
The Harlem Globetrotters. If home is where the heart is, welcome to our house.
Playing Verizon Arena Friday, January 19th at 7. Tickets on sale now at the Verizon Arena box office or Ticketmaster.com.
Oh, Mike. Hey. It's quite the snowman you got there.
Yeah, it was quite the sale. I saved big. You?
Saved huge. And mine lights up, too.
Let it pro, let it pro, let it pro with a brand new GMC. Upgrade this season with up to 20% below MSRP on a range of 2017 GMC models. That's over $12,400 below MSRP on a GMC Sierra Denali. We are professional grade GMC.
Family owned since 1979, Johnston's Home Center in Benton has all your outdoor needs covered. Save during our Husqvarna year-end blowout. Huge discounts on Husqvarna. Save on all riding and zero-turn mowers, trimmers, blowers, chainsaws, and all handheld equipment. On sale now during the Husqvarna year-end closeout. Don't miss out. Low prices and top-notch customer service. That's Johnston's Home Center in Benton.
Our big furniture sale is in full progress at Ferguson's Furniture. All 2017 inventory is on sale with huge discounts. That includes all Lazy Boy sofas, recliners, and sectionals. Over $1 million in Lazy Boy inventory at the final markdown price. Big savings on fabric, leather, and Lazy Boy power recliners and reclining sofas. Interest-free financing and statewide delivery available. Don't miss the store-wide sale at Ferguson's Furniture next to the Walmart in Benton.
They want violence to stop.
This is your community.
Holding strong to their faith.
Your faith.
I love you.
Your family. This is
a story that every Arkansan needs to hear.
KARK4. Local news that matters.
Next live, Chris Hemsworth. Plus,
Let's get stranger.
Stranger Things, Millie Bobby Brown. And Katie Mixon from American Housewife.
Wednesday at 11 on KARK4. Now, from KARK4, your weather authority. Arkansas's certified most accurate forecast with Chief Meteorologist Keith Monahan.
Well, if you've been checking the radar on your phones or on your iPads or on your computer, you've been seeing that radar has been indicating some areas of snow. But like we've talked about during the earlier newscast, the lower atmosphere is so very dry that even though it may be snowing at 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 feet up, that snow is evaporating before it ever reaches the ground. In most cases, there were a couple reports of a dusting of snow in portions of Van Buren County. No travel problems reported up there. And also some radar indications that there could be a couple of flurries across northern parts of Independence County out to well east of the Little Rock area now over toward Lonoke County. I should say further east than that, Prairie County on into Monroe County as well as Woodruff County. Across southeast Arkansas, you may see a couple of flurries from just to the south and east of Pine Bluff through DeWitt, down to Monticello, cross it, and on even over into the Camden area, back towards southwest Arkansas. Now, moisture's a little bit better in northeast Texas and northwest Louisiana. They have been reporting actually some sleet and some light snow in those portions of those two states. We're not going to see a whole lot more as we head through the rest of the evening hours. A couple of flurries possible through about midnight, 1 o'clock, and then a clearing trend will set in as that disturbance moves away. High temperatures across Arkansas today, still very cold. Not as cold as what some folks in the country have seen. However, this is Arkansas, and we usually don't experience a long period of temperatures this cold. We're in the 76th hour of temperatures below freezing here in Little Rock. In case you're wondering, The longest period of time we've ever been below freezing in Little Rock was 308 hours, and that was back in December 1983. So we're not even close to coming close to that record. Temperatures today, 20 up at Batesville, 25 at Hot Springs, 28 at Monticello, Camden, and Mena for your state hotspots. This evening, just after 10 o'clock, we're already down to the low to mid-teens across northern Arkansas, low to mid-20s central and south. Right here in the capital city, still cloudy skies. Our current temperature stands at 20. Currently, winds are calm, so wind chill is the same as the temperature. Barometer falling with that big area of Arctic high pressure beginning to move away. And in the upper levels, as we mentioned, we do have that upper level disturbance moving through. The clouds with that disturbance will continue to move southeastward as we head through the rest of the overnight hours. So we'll wake up to a mostly sunny start to your day on Wednesday, and then increasing sunshine throughout the course of the day. Temperatures a little bit milder as the core of the coldest air moves away. By afternoon, though, we're going to be taking a look to the north as a cold front begins moving southward. No moisture with this weather system, but you will notice a wind shift as we head toward tomorrow evening as that next cold front sweeps across the state. A little bit of a cool down Thursday. Not another shot of Arctic air, but a little bit cooler than what we'll see tomorrow. But that area of high pressure will be moving eastward by Friday through the weekend. The upper level pattern at least relaxes for a while. The polar jet stream shifts back to the north, so we'll get a southerly flow of air at all levels of the atmosphere warming into the 40s and 50s. And then we'll see a chance of rain by late in the weekend. We're finally going to get a chance to thaw out. About a 30% chance of snow showers or a flurry or two. Remember, no significant snow activity is expected. We're going to see a low by morning of 13. The skies become mostly clear. For your day on Wednesday, it'll be mostly sunny, becoming breezy and a little bit milder with a high of 42. Crane Team weather impact number, we're going to keep it pretty high for tonight of 5 for the extreme cold, a 0 for Wednesday and Thursday because temperatures will be recovering. Again, it's not going to be tropical. There's not going to be palm trees lining the streets here in Little Rock, but at least we'll get above freezing by about lunchtime tomorrow. A high of 42 tomorrow afternoon. We're going to backslide a bit on Thursday, but not too bad. And then it's well into the 40s as we head into the weekend. 50s Sunday and Monday. But with that warm-up comes a chance of rain as we head toward Sunday afternoon into the first part of Monday.
We'll take the warm-up.
Yeah, I think we'll take the warm-up. We had our little, thing with winter.
Right.
Yeah.
Keith, thanks very much.
Keith.
Well, straight ahead this evening, New Year bringing good news for people in Little Rock with old fines and fees. What you can do to get your record straight without having to worry about landing in jail.
And after a lotto win goes bad, how a kind stranger is now helping an Arkansas waitress start off 2018 right.
KARK4 News is sponsored by Red River Ram Dodge Chrysler Jeep Fiat.
Gadgets. Some let you catch the hottest movies. Others keep your home nice and warm. Connect all your gadgets with Suddenlink Internet. Call 855-761-7125 and get 100 megs for just $39.99 a month for 1 year. So everyone can game, stream, download, and video chat. You'll even get a free modem with Wi-Fi for 2 years. Want more speed? Up to 1 gig is available. Call today or visit suddenlink.com/connect for special web-only offers.
Uh-oh, your wipers wiped out at the worst time. But why head all the way to your car dealer to have them replaced when you can do it yourself with Rain-X Expert Fit Wiper Blades? Use the selection guide to find your vehicle. Now, just grab your blades and install them yourself in minutes. It's that easy. So before your next wiper wipeout happens, think Rain-X Expert Fit Wiper Blades and get superior driving visibility at a great value. Rain-X Expert Fit Wiper Blades, available at Walmart.
Are you getting the most out of your Medicare plan? Are you sure? Many people with Medicare are eligible for plans that include extra benefits in addition to those found in original Medicare. Benefits like dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free with no obligation to enroll. In addition to hospital and medical coverage, at no extra cost, you could also get coverage for prescription drugs, dental, hearing, vision, and more. In many areas, plans with benefits are available with $0 copays for many services, $0 monthly premiums, or $0 deductibles. That's hospital, medical, prescription drug, dental coverage, and more included in one plan with premiums that may be as low as $0 a month. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free and there's no obligation to enroll.
Call 1-800-571-8580. That's 1-800-571-8580.
My name is Drew Coleman Henderson.
My son was Martin Coleman Henderson. He was killed on April the 24th, 2014. It just took something out of my heart that will never be replaced. Help Arkansas declare victory over violence.
Watch KARK4, local news that matters. You're watching KARK4 News at 10.
We talked about how life-changing it would be and what we were going to do with this money. She decided to take it and run.
It's a tale of money and betrayal we've been following since last week. Two Stuttgart waitresses win big on a scratch-off lotto ticket, but one claims the winnings for herself, then vanishes.
And that was not the plan. The story spread worldwide. Tonight, the waitress who got left behind explains to KARK4's Jesse Tenor how her fortunes are starting to turn around.
Holiday cheer turned teary for this Stuttgart waitress. Just days after she thought she won $150,000, it vanished.
I cried for about 3 days. I was not in the Christmas spirit.
Leslie Underwood's boss at Sportsman's Drive-In bought her and her co-worker, Mandy Van Houten, a stack of scratch-offs to split as a Christmas bonus. Mandy scratched off a $300,000 fortune ticket and won the top prize, but cashed it in without Leslie.
I mean, it was kind of like somebody died for somebody to tell you that they don't think that you deserve it, and her decision has been made.
However, a stranger breathed new life into Leslie's new year.
No one should have to feel that way. No one.
Her story reached a dad in California, a former Disney employee of 30 years.
I don't care who you are, that's not a small amount of money. And the little bit I know about a waitress working at a sports bar in Arkansas tells me that's life-changing.
So this man, who wished to remain anonymous, wanted to do something big.
We're going to arrange.
We met up with Leslie so she could hear the good news herself.
Trip out to the Disney Resort in California.
An all-expenses paid vacation to Disneyland and California Adventures.
That's so awesome. Like,
the trip Leslie wanted to take her family on with part of her winnings.
Like, my heart's like pounding 90 to nothing right now. Like, I'm so excited.
Yeah, I didn't even know that they had mentioned Disney, but that works out.
Complete with a private tour of the castle, among other VIP experiences.
That the general public generally doesn't have access to.
He went above and beyond. Like, that, I'm so thankful. Like, he did not have to do that.
But this man says he did.
But living without giving is not living, and having the ability to give just makes it so much better.
That was Jesse Tenor reporting. Leslie says that she'll try to keep this a secret from her kids until she and her husband can figure out when they can go. In the meantime, she's also working with a Little Rock lawyer to get her share of the scratch-off winnings. Best of luck.
Well, developers looking to build several duplexes in Pine Bluff. The land near Bobo Road and Hampton Parkway is currently zoned for single-family houses. A city council member tells people on both sides of this issue tonight that spoke out at the city council meeting. Those against the development fear that the property values will go down as the amount of traffic in that area would go up. The city council is expected to make their final decision in 2 weeks.
If you've got an outstanding warrant in the city of Little Rock, well, the city is giving you a chance to do the right thing. Make sure things are right without worrying about going to jail. Little Rock Criminal Court will be holding an amnesty program all throughout February. If you have warrants for failure to pay, failure to comply, or failure to appear, you can pay them off and you won't be arrested. The program starts February 1st.
Well, sports is next. The Hogs coming off a thrilling start to conference play after an overtime.
They hit the road to face SEC rival Mississippi State. We've got highlights of Hogs Dogs from Starkville coming up in your Pink Trail Nation report.
Ugly bathtubs and showers don't need to be replaced. Miracle Method can refinish them to look like new and save you up to 75% over replacement costs. Call Miracle Method for a free estimate and say goodbye to your ugly bathtub and shower. Call today.
My name is Cynthia Sieber. My husband Todd Sieber was murdered on November 15, 2016. Help Arkansas declare victory over violence.
I love the author's use of seasons to talk about love.
I actually felt exactly the same way, and in fact, in chapter...
Whoa! It's hard to look at Jeannie's face, because you can only see me.
At Stanton Optical, you get 2 pairs of eyeglasses for $59.95, plus we'll pay for your eye exam.
Do you believe in the resurrection? The KARK
concept itself is beautiful. But it's a complete fantasy. Bad for my business.
They were talking about Black Lightning.
What were they saying?
That he's back. Is he?
We knew this day would come.
I saved more lives as the principal of Garfield High than I ever did as Black Lightning. It's a lie.
This city needs you. You told me Black Lightning was dead.
When we first discovered my powers, you said it was a blessing from God. And I intend to use it.
Since Black Lightning ain't dead, you owe me a death.
Black Lightning. Series premiere Tuesday, January 16th on the CW.
We are expanding our political coverage.
Drew is headed to Washington, D.C. to bring you Arkansas news from the nation's capital.
And Jesse will take over for me here, bringing you in-depth coverage from the state capitol.
Together, we're committing to cover Arkansas politics like no other local station can.
Drew Petrimo, live from Washington, D.C. And Jesse Tenor, live from Little Rock. Capital coverage you can only get on KARK4, your local election headquarters.
I love the author's use of seasons to talk about love.
I actually felt exactly the same way. And in fact, in chapter...
Whoa. It's hard to look at Jeannie's face, because you can only see me.
At Stanton Optical, you get 2 pairs of eyeglasses for $59.95, plus we'll pay for your eye exam.
KARK4 News is sponsored by Arkansas Select Buick GMC dealers. Now, from Fayetteville, high on the hill, this is your Pig Trail Nation Report, powered by your Arkansas Select Buick GMC dealers.
Word is John Chavis is in and working for the University of Arkansas football program. That, according to Football Scoop, that outlet says, and in the midst of multiple reports, that is the case. Chavis will be the Razorbacks' new defensive coordinator. The Chief has served as defensive coordinator at 3 other Southeastern Conference schools, Tennessee, LSU, and Texas A&M. All right, let's get to hoops. To start 2-0 in SEC play for just the second time under Mike Anderson, the Razorbacks have to go through Starkville. It is a place where the Bulldogs are perfect this season. To the highlights from the hump, where Arkansas brings in top 25 credentials, ranked number 22 by the AP this week. First half, Daryl Macon picking up where he left off from the Tennessee game. This is the SEC Player of the Week for a reason. A 3 right here, 3-0 Razorbacks. Great dish, great passing for this Arkansas team. Anton Beard leaves it for Daniel Gafford with the flush. 5-0 Arkansas. About 7 minutes left in the first. Jalen Barford driving. You know, he had problems in the first half getting going offensively, but he scores to make it 22-21 Arkansas. Second half, Hogs in transition. It is Macon to Gafford. Another dunk, 38-36 Razorbacks. Barford on the inbounds. Another guy who can slam it, Angelo Bailey right here. Hogs by 6. Macon with under 10 minutes will finish for Arkansas here as the Hogs would stretch it to 56-50. Sweet play right there. Dogs tie it up when Nick Weatherspoon calls for it, other end, and puts it up and in for the layup for the home team. With 3 minutes to go, Arkansas with some good defense, and Arkansas turns it into offense as the pass is picked off by Bailey. His layup, as he goes strong to the hoop, would put Arkansas up by 2. Hogs get the lead to 4 when Macon gets the miss and connects inside. Game now tied as Mississippi State is back to work. Abdullah Due, right place, right time for Mississippi State. Dogs up 77-75. The Hogs trail by 3 in the final seconds. One more chance. Anton Beard short. And Arkansas falls on the road. 78-75 the final. Let's get to some final stats. Leading the way in this one for Arkansas, Daryl Macon, 24 points on the night. And get this, Gafford chips in 17. Jalen Barford, 11 points on the night. The next game for Arkansas, which is now 1-1 in SEC play, will be at Auburn, and that'll be on Saturday. We're going to make that trip as well. Jason Carroll, by the way, our sports director, along with Mike Irwin, our senior analyst, we're in Starkville tonight, so you can always follow us on Twitter at Pig Trail Nation for more coverage. 10-4 start for Razorback women's basketball, including a win in the first SEC game of the season. Players know their roles very well, and they are making key adjustments, according to Mike Neighbors.
I think some of those habits that we've practiced now, limited amounts, have carried over to games. They've become very good at executing specific game plans rather than just do what we've constantly done.
SEC home opener for Miss State Thursday night at 8. This is a really good team in Mississippi State, ranked number 5 in the country, went all the way to the national title game this past season, and this game between Arkansas and Miss State coming up Thursday will air on SEC Network. But Wow, what a heartbreaker tonight in Stark Vegas. Bob and Ashley, as Arkansas goes down, and that ends a 6-game winning streak. But, you know, you go back to the film, it's kind of a cliche. You kind of see what you did offensively against a really, really good defensive team in Mississippi State. It's just so hard to win on the road in the SEC, and even more so just collectively. This is a much better league right now, and it showed it last year, and they've really been able to parlay it into this season.
Yeah, we're just talking about how difficult the road is. So.
Always has been, but it does sting a little bit tonight.
That's it. It's all in the formula.
Well, we have had temperatures below freezing for several straight days now. Keith said it was about 75 hours or so now that we've been below freezing, but we would see a warm up, and that'll be sometime soon. Wind after this.
Oh, Mike. Hey. It's quite the snowman you got there.
Yeah, it was quite the sale. I saved big. You?
Saved huge. And mine lights up, too.
Let it pro, let it pro, let it pro with a brand new GMC. Upgrade this season with up to 20% below MSRP on a range of 2017 GMC models. That's over $12,400 below MSRP on a GMC Sierra Denali. We are professional grade GMC.
Oh no, not on the carpet.
Clean Team 6, move in. Go, go, go.
Copy, moving in, moving in.
Go, go, go. The boys in blue are trained professionals in cleaning carpet, hardwood, tile, upholstery.
Almost done. Get ready to move.
When your floors or furniture need help, we'll attack the mess.
It's clean. Move out.
Hi, Dave Woodman here, and look who I've got with me. From Fairfield Bay, Arkansas, Mr. Bob Light. Bob, I heard you had some really severe low back and neck pain before you saw Dr. Keith Curry, and that's all changed.
Yes, David has. I have a close family friend that saw Dr. Curry years ago, and she's still doing great. I've had one back surgery and didn't want to have another, so I decided to see Dr. Curry as well.
Well, how bad was your pain?
My pain was severe. It was really bad. It was a constant, sharp, tingling pain that went from my back to my legs and feet. It was a full 10 out of 10, and now it's a 0. Dr. Curry has also worked with me through nutrition, and I've lost 20 pounds and feel healthier, a much clearer mind, and much more energy. I could go on and on about Dr. Curry and what he's done to help me and how his treatments have changed my life.
Well, that's great, Bob. Now, what would you tell someone who has severe neck pain or back pain or diabetic neuropathy?
Call Dr. Curry right away. His treatments have changed my life.
I'm Yolanda Young. My daughter was killed here in Little Rock, Arkansas. We all need to get serious and come together, all communities, to get this stuff under control. My daughter is buried in her prom dress. No one deserves this pain. Help Arkansas declare victory over this violence.
You're watching KARK4 News at 10.
We're going to thaw out.
It's the eventual warm-up.
We're going to thaw out. We're right now, Ashley, 75, 76 hours below freezing in Little Rock. I do want to at least urge folks, you know, we have been below freezing a long time. A lot of area ponds and maybe small lakes might have ice on them. That ice is not safe to get on, so just keep that in mind. We're up above freezing by lunchtime tomorrow. 42 the high Wednesday, backslide Thursday, and then warming up into the weekend and getting it wetter by late Sunday.
Keith, thanks very much.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
When you're in pain,